Hey, this is Ziggy Marley, and you're watching 24-hour podcast.
T minus 4, 3, 2, 1.
Following is a 24 hours podcast.
Now, I was surprised to learn because we only know of you as Ziggy Marley. You were actually born David. So where did the term Ziggy came from? That came from your father.
Yeah, that comes from my father. There's a few stories of how it came about. One of them is in Jamaica back in those days. Ziggy was known as a small spliff. That was one of the reasons I heard. I'm not sure. And then there was another reason about football. I don't know if you guys call it soccer up here, but we call it football. That when I was younger, there was a ball zigged and hit me, and they called me Ziggy from that. So.
Now, because you come with the name Bob Marley, of course, is such an icon in music. Was it always automatic that you would be a musician? I know your dad taught you to play a couple of instruments. Was it always something that you wanted to do, was perform music?
No, music was always inside. I was born with music. I was born with music inside of me. So I didn't even have to want to do it. It just did me. Music did me. So I never have a choice.
When you started performing, and of course, as I say, with the name Marley, was there a lot of pressure on you? Because obviously, those are huge shoes to fill.
Yeah, we started performing back in the day, back in 1978, 79. In those days, we're children. We don't think about these things. And my father was still alive at that point, physically. We just do what we do. We do what we do. It's just like any other child. There's a man out there who's a farmer. He has a son. That son might be a farmer too. Is he gonna farm as well as his dad? I don't know. But he's gonna farm, and the doctors see him. It's a lot of movie stars have kids that do acting. It's natural. It's really natural.
Now, your career your musical career has really expanded because you've done some music and soundtracks. You've even actually been the voice. You were a Rasta jellyfish in A Shark's Tale.
Yeah.
Now, how did that project come about for you?
Well, they were looking for someone to voice this part, and I got the request, and I asked them, so well, if you want a real Jamaican voice, then I'll do it. But if you want like a gimmick thing, I wouldn't do a gimmicky thing, And they said, no, we want a real voice. I said, okay.
And what can we expect from a Ziggy Marley performance today? Like, does it incorporate a lot of different styles?
I think so. I mean, I'm not the one who sits back and like judge what I do. I don't have that headspace. I just do it, and I leave it up to you and others to say, oh, it had a lot of different styles. I'm just playing music. I enjoy playing music, and I just want to play music.
When you look back, what were some of your other influences other than the family heritage? What kind of stuff were you listening to as a kid that you decided to incorporate into your style?
Not only as a kid, but today, yesterday, a year ago, and different things gave me different inspiration, Well, I'll start with my father as someone who, I think, taught me that music is a tool that can be used to open consciousness, and it is a spiritual thing too. I saw from what he did, and it is also a thing that, especially in songwriting is something special. It is something that has to do with God, writing songs, especially songs that have meaning to them, that have meaning worldwide and to many people. I learned that from him, and I'm inspired by his life, his songwriting, his music. Not more inspiration with like Miles Davis. I'm inspired by Miles Davis because of his willingness and freedom to express himself, no matter what's going on. Like back in the day, he started using a lot of electric instruments in his jazz thing, and a lot of jazz traditionalists were very skeptical, and critics were very skeptical. Well, I like that. He inspired me to be free in my music and not stick to what people expect, but just stick to what you're feeling and do that. So Miles Davis I like Miles for that. Another influence is Fela Kuti, Nigerian musician, who just his energy, just his vibes. I like his vibes. I like the spirit in his music. you know, and I like the African elements too, you know.
Now I know you teamed up with Sean Paul and did a duet of Three Little Birds, your father's song. Do you do you perform any of Bob Marley's music in your show? And is that part of your homage to your father?
Yeah, not homage. No, it's not. I don't say. Oh, I don't play songs to pay homage. I play songs because I like playing his songs. I love his songs, and I sing them because I feel them. And you know, that's we only do things that we feel. We never do things for any other reason but because we feel it. And so everything we do is because we feel it. You know, so I play my father's songs. I love his music, and I love singing his songs, and I feel it.
Where do you see yourself developing as a musician further? I mean, are there more influences out there, more things that you want to experiment with? You're always growing?
Yeah, I want to experiment with, I want to delve deeper into the African elements, South American elements. I want to delve deeper into traditional native elements, because to me music is spiritual, and I'm always looking to put spirit into music, and that's where the spirit is, in those traditional native music, not in modern music but in ancient music, ancient instruments, percussion, spirit music. Back in the days, music was very spiritual, and we're trying to get that element in it. So I'm constantly on the search for spiritual elements to put into the music.
Well, finally, Ziggy, I got to ask you, how do you stay so damn young looking? You have not aged a day since the first time I saw you. What's the secret?
I've aged, but maybe not as rapidly as people would expect. Yeah, for me, it's keeping fit, you know, keeping fit, having love, laughing a lot, and I don't know. I think keeping fit, I think exercise is something that we human beings should exercise more. It's really, in society today, we're lacking exercise, and we're lacking exercise for the right reasons. A lot of people just want to look good. It's not about looks, it's just about being healthy, you know. So I think we need to just exercise more.
24hours.ca